How is everybody doing today? Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Well, hi everybody. I decided to go live to answer some questions about this Nike Marathon project that I just started. Yeah, I know it's been crazy cool and super awesome day. I just wanted to get a chance to. Hi, Brandon. Oh, sorry, my friend Brandon, who's in England, is on. I'm very excited. More important question: how are you? I'm doing really good. I'm really, really happy today. I had a great day. I'm full of endorphins. I'm smiling. I just had a little bit of a break. We've had quite a day here. I guess I'll get into it and kind of explain what this whole project is. I miss you too, Brandon. I put it up on my blog, which I just started, and part of the reason I decided to start it was because I wanted to be able to talk about this journey and talk about what is going to be going on with this whole marathon endeavor. So basically, Nike and Nike Women and Nike Los Angeles Nike Running contacted me and asked if I wanted to be a part of a group of 35 women that are all going to run their first marathon together. We're running the Chicago Marathon, that's in October, and this weekend is kind of our big kickoff weekend, so we can all get to know each other and meet each other and really bond as a team, so that way we can train together a little bit if we're in the same place. A lot of us live all over the world. Most of us, I think, live here in LA. But mainly they just wanted us to bond as like a group of badass ladies who are running their first marathon together. And I think the main reason that I wanted to start my blog so I could write about it was because I think a lot of people can run a marathon. I think that there's so many people on all ages that run a marathon. And whether or not they run it, they could sometimes walk it and they do it to finish it. And I really, really want to run this marathon, and my goal is, this is my first marathon, but my goal is to try and do it in under 4 hours, which I do think is possible. I actually don't know if it's possible. It is possible humanly. I just don't know if it's possible for me. But I would like it to be possible for me, and so that is my goal. And I'm scared. I'm really, really freaked out, honestly. As people who follow me may know, I run and I love running. And for people in my life, my friends, family, all of them know that I love to run and I genuinely enjoy it. But I have never run 26 miles straight. I've never even run, I think, more than 13 miles in one straight go. And that's like double. That's more than double the amount. Coach Arcos is here. He's one of my coaches with the lab, and he's saying, "Don't doubt yourself." I'm not doubting myself. I know that I can do this. I definitely can do this. My head is strong, and I know that I will be able to do this. But it is a really daunting thing when you look at it as like 26.2 miles, and especially the goal that I set for myself. But I know that I can do it. I just have to train up to that point. Today was our first day of training, and so we got to do like form analysis with our coach Blue, Coach Stowe, and our coach Wilcox, and we got to kind of go over what we're going to be doing. Oh, yes! Okay, Ryan Lauderdale, he says, my favorite, great to see you today. We did this video with Obsessi. This is like an off note. Go look it up. We did an inspirational running video with Obsessi, which is very funny, and I was so happy to see him today because I haven't seen him since we did that video. But yeah, so anyway, where was I? Anyone message me, where was I in my rant, my tangent of running? Oh yeah, we did form analysis today. And then, sorry, Jennings is wanting to say hello. He's right. This is hilarious. He's here with me. And he's helping me relax after quite a day that we've had. We did form analysis. We did strength analysis. Brian, Coach Lauderdale, Ryan Lauderdale, he like tested our balance and our stability to see like how our if we're balanced on both sides, which I'm not. It was really funny. It kind of reminded me of PE when I was in school. I was like, when are we running the mile? But we didn't do any like drastic running today. I think that's all going to be saved for tomorrow and the day after. And I think my goal for this training process is, I think I get really excited about stuff. I'm a very positive person, and I get really, really like jazzed up about stuff. And so I kind of get ahead of myself, and then I end up either running too far or running too hard, and I don't take the steps that I need to do to get to where I need to be. And I think that's my big goal for this entire journey that I'm going on with all of these women, is that when my training like schedule says where like training schedule says run 3 miles, I'm not going to run 4 or 5. I'm going to run 3 miles, and I'm going to make sure that I focus on the journey more so than just the destination. And of course, that's a huge thing. Like finishing the race is what I want to do. I like the first goal on top before finishing it under 4 hours. The first goal is to finish it. It's to run 26 miles, 26.2 miles, and then afterwards, it's to try and do it in a set amount of time. And for those people that know me, I don't really like to time my runs. I hardly ever wear my watch. I actually had to reset my watch today because it wasn't working. Because I don't like to track those things, because I'm not competitive, and but for this specific thing, I want to be able to see how I progress, and I want to get in really great shape, and I want to feel good about myself when it comes to this race, and I want to step out onto the starting line in Chicago on October 6th and feel like not only am I ready to go, but all the women around me are ready to go, and we're doing this together, and we're going to accomplish something really incredible that none of us have ever done before. So yeah, I just wanted to I was kind of feeling like sharing. So I decided to come on here and share. So if anybody has any questions, I'm going to stay on for like a few more minutes, and then I'm going to go meet all the ladies at the pool. Anyone know the record time? I actually don't know the record time for the marathon, but I know Nike did Breaking 2, which was kind of what spawned this whole thing. Was I went to Breaking 2 last year, and I saw it was Zersine, Elliott, and Lasisa all trying to break the 2-hour marathon barrier, which has never been done before. And they had all these scientists that built the shoes, the 4% shoes, and they had the proper like nutrition gels that were made just for them. And they really they had like a team of pacers that ran in front of them to block the wind so they could try and beat the marathon time. And even though he finished in 2 hours and 25 seconds, which is crazy to me, because that means that he only ran like collectively on average, which is not the case, because he ran the correct time but slowed down, I think, towards the end of the race. He only ran 25 seconds, like 1 second longer a mile, basically, which is insane. And that's, I think it's 4 minutes and 31 seconds a mile. To consistently do that 26.2 times, that's crazy. And it was so inspiring, and we finished watching that basically history was made on that track. I don't think it counts. Yeah, somebody's just said record marathon is 2 hours 2 minutes 57 seconds. I don't think it counts as a record because of all the stuff that they put in, the thought that Nike put into it. They made sure that the course was the right kind of course. They made sure that it was the right weather temperature. They made sure that they really controlled a lot of conditions that you couldn't typically do with a regular marathon. You step out onto the start line, and you're like, basically whatever the race is, that's what it is. So when like Boston this year, I mean, who could have predicted that Boston was going to be snowy, like not, well, it wasn't snowy, but like rainy and hurricaney and like super duper cold, you can't. You just got to prepare for the race and like make sure that your head is strong and get out there and go. And when I was there for Breaking 2, I did have that thought. I was like, maybe I could run a marathon. Maybe I could do this. And I signed up for a half marathon, and then I got ahead of myself, and I ran too far too early. I ended up injuring myself, and I was told by my doctor that I couldn't run it, and I was so heartbroken and really, really upset. And I didn't really know what to do. So I started to take ballet class and really strengthen my feet, because that was a lot of the problem, was that I didn't have, my feet weren't strong enough. And I had to really focus on my form and really think about, which you're constantly perfecting, because I realized today that my form is better, but it still could be better than what it is now. So I'm gonna keep always room for improvement, which is very exciting. And so I got better, and I did Nautica Malibu Triathlon with my friends George and Tony, and I just did the running portion of it, and I thought to myself, okay, maybe I'm just not cut out to run by myself. Maybe I'm more of a person that wants to run in a group and wants to have a team, because that's what I had with Hood to Coast, and that's what I had when I did the triathlon. And even this past year, I didn't run the whole of Speed Project. I was part of a host team, but it was really inspiring to be around all those people. And I'm going to do Speed Project this year, and I'm going to have my own team, and I'm very excited to have a team of people. And so being able to be a part of this team of women, and we're all going to run this marathon together. And even though we're not going to be running it we're not going to be running next to each other the whole time. I mean, who knows? Maybe, I guess we'll see what our paces are. Maybe somebody in the group has the same pace as me. And maybe, some of the other girls have the same paces as some of the others. So we can all run together certain parts of the race. But really, you're running a marathon by yourself. And I think I wrote myself off as somebody that couldn't do that. And then when this whole thing came up, it really inspired me that it's like, okay, I'm not alone. And I think it's so easy to think that you are alone in running a marathon, but you're surrounded by people. And I think that that's the most beautiful thing about running. And that's what I love about running personally, is because honestly, I was never really that good at sports when I was in school. But I always was really excited to get out there and be with my team, even if I wasn't that good at sports. And I think that something I love about running is that it is such a big community, and you can do it anywhere. And everywhere I go when I travel for work, I can go run, and I love it. And I'm really just grateful that I get to be a part of this, and I get to be here with these lovely ladies. And yeah, I just can't wait to kind of see what happens. And I'll try and do more lives so we can talk some more and kind of get, I can share with you all what this whole thing is. I'm sure not all of my lives or all of my posts or all of my blogs or whatever it is are going to be as positive. I'm sure there are going to be days where I'm going to feel like crap, and that will be interesting. But right now, I feel really good, and I'm very excited. And I'm going to go to the pool and hang out with my friends, my new friends. I just made 34 new friends. That's so cool. And for those who know me personally, that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah. Not that I'm not antisocial. I'm very social. I just don't really like. I do get out a lot. I don't know. I think I make lots of friends, but 34 in one day, like yesterday, was pretty cool. Walked into that room, I was like, I got all these friends. So yeah. Somebody just said they don't look at you as a friend. Whoa. Well, it's okay. I look at them as friends, and that's all that matters. Just where my head's at, you know? So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so, so much. My friend Luca Bella, who signed on, I'm just going to tell her, drive your car. Okay, I know you're listening to this, but don't watch me. I'm gonna leave. And anyway, I'm so grateful for all of you guys. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. And we're just gonna do it. But all right. Bye.